Hello, friends. I've been rather shocked lately by what's going on with English rugby. I don't get all of the details here in Japan, but well, I do have the Telegraph online, which does keep me fairly well up to date. And I'm absolutely stunned by the amounts that the top of the RFU are receiving in terms of remuneration. I mean, it's just shocking. Um, it would surely pay for one or two of the professional clubs that have gone down. Was it Worcester and Wasps, I think, and one other which escapes me. I mean, it's truly appalling. I w Let me share what I was reading today, which is from the Telegraph. I've got three articles that caught my eye. Okay, so here's the first one. Inside the scandal that tore apart the fabric of English rugby. Furore over RFU chief's salary and bonus payments has left staff morale at rock bottom, with resentment directed squarely at Bill Sweeney. Oh boy. It seems so unlike rugby to have all these rows, but it's all about money, isn't it? Um, Rugby isn't supposed to be like this. Uh, it's supposed to be played by people with all kinds of different status and salary in life, and not to be fighting. But I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Um, Sweeney, the revelations last week, Sweeney earned £1.1 million last year, including an extra performance bonus of £358,000. And five other executive directors shared almost £1 million between them, despite posting a record 37.9 million deficit and recent job losses. Blimey. Unbelievable. Um, some do not expect Sweeney to be challenged, however. Best to keep your head down. Oh, God, really? Yeah, I suppose so. But honestly, um, well, later when it asks this is a good question. Should Sweeney really be paid almost seven times more than the Prime Minister? I, well, I laugh, but it's really not a laughing matter, is it? It's just crazy. It's just beyond belief. And there are these things called LTIPs, which are what are they? Long-term incentive plans. Yeah. So for most companies, LTIPs are offered to staff who are overperforming and at risk of being snapped up by rivals. Was this really the case at the RFU in 2020? I have to doubt it, I must say. So down below, they go into detail about Mr. Sweeney's salary. There we are. How about that? 2019 to 20, 430,000. It's not too bad, is it? Wouldn't turn in. I wouldn't turn my nose up at that, I can tell you. It goes up to 540,000, which is a pay rise of 110,000 in the next year. Reductions, £54,000, 6-month reduction of 20%. I don't know what that's about, but it goes up again, 128,000 in 2021-22, and then just a modest increase of 16,000 in 2022-23, and then we've got another quite large increase, up 58,000 in 2023-24. Unbelievable. And then on top of that, the additional bonus, £358,000 long-term incentive plan completion. Unbelievable. I mean, really, words fail me. I mean, what on earth? What on earth? I mean, I heard about this first when I was watching Tim on Egg Chasers, and yeah, he was quite humorous about it. But I mean, and it is, I suppose there's room for humor, but basically, it's no laughing matter, is it? It's just dreadful. Um, and at the same time, okay, so and we got this chap who is the president, RFU president, who seems to think nothing's particularly wrong. Um, uh, Lionel Barber, a highly esteemed journalist who edited the Financial Times for 15 years, says this is a reward for mediocrity failure on a grand scale, almost as bad as banksters in global financial crisis. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And then there's a link to uh, an amateur rugby club which has has been suffering. In fact, a lot of amateur clubs have been suffering. And this is the other. You could almost say it's the other side of the coin. Look at this: the demise of amateur rugby, described by the clubs who are suffering. Oh boy. So an increasing number of grassroots rugby pitches lie idle across England as clubs struggle to attract sufficient player numbers. So Yardley and District Rugby Football Club, based near one of Birmingham's deprived neighbourhoods, Tile Cross. Uh, it's got a thriving junior section, but they don't have a senior men's first 15. 2 seasons ago, Yardley withdrew from the RFU's competitive league structure. Oh dear, this is just awful. Um, there's so much history and it's all gone. Um, in the 1980s, they put out 3 men's 15s. And then, of course, yeah, we're going up to Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, Wakefield and Wakefield Cougars. The former won the Yorkshire County Cup. Alumni include Nigel Melville, Stuart Lancaster, and Mike Harrison. Uh, and there's Mike Harrison there. Gosh, I'm just blown away by this. Um, Society has changed a lot. Yeah, and then there's this map, which is really, I mean, that says a lot, doesn't it? Let's just zoom up on the map a bit. Just take a look at that map. Clubs that have disbanded since 2002. North 38, Midlands 60, London and South East 56, Southwest 20. New clubs formed in that time: North 9, Midlands 1, London and South East 12, Southwest 14. I don't see how anybody can put a positive spin on that. I mean, I've played in my time when I was in England. I played for several amateur clubs, and it was lovely, the whole scene. Um, and it's just so very sad. Yeah, London Nigerian has gone, is it? Um, and so on. And just a third article by Daniel Schofield. Shameless Bill Sweeney's £1 million payday, a damning indictment of RFU lapdogs. Well, rugby administrators, well, the world over, are not a popular species, shall we say, and that goes all the way up to World Rugby as well. But really, yeah, here's a fun fact. Bill Sweeney's £1.1 million pay packet is greater than the direct funding the RFU provides every year to the 12 clubs in the championship. That's for one man, one person. I mean, could they really not find somebody who would do the job for, at least the Prime Minister's salary? That's on that sort of level. I mean, goodness me. Why people have to be paid these ridiculous amounts? As far as I'm concerned, it gives capitalism a bad name. Not that I'm particularly left wing either. Oh dear, what a shocker. I don't know what the answer is, but I do fear for the future of rugby with this kind of thing going on. Um, I think I'll stop the share now. There we are. Stop share. There we are. Yeah. Okay. Well, not a very happy day to read this in the Telegraph this morning, Monday morning on the 2nd of December. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks a lot for listening.